Hey, my name is Taran Langland. This is my fourth speech. Here's my audience, Kyle and Tanner. America's youth is facing a problem today because of the perception of anabolic steroids. According to an article from Fox News published in 2012, they explained a survey in Minnesota showed that 5% of middle and high school students have knowingly used anabolic steroids to add muscle. I have done extensive research on anabolic steroids and feel I am qualified to speak about this topic today. The risk of anabolic steroids should be known before anybody takes the drug. Today we will examine what anabolic steroids are, the effects and side effects of them, and how professional sports acts upon steroid use. First, let's look at what anabolic steroids are and what they do. There are two forms. There's a needle, injection form, and pills. An article published by Mayo Clinic in 2012 called Performance Enhancing Drugs Know the Risks. Anabolic steroids are mainly synthetic modifications of testosterone. Testosterone is a hormone that promotes muscle building and is responsible for male traits such as facial hair and voice. Anabolic steroids can be legally prescribed to treat various conditions such as delayed puberty and diseases that result in loss of muscle mass, as stated in the National Institute on Drug Abuse article called Anabolic Steroids in 2012. Along with positive aspects of steroids, there are many negative ones as well. Some bodybuilders and athletes abuse the drug for the purpose of gaining a competitive edge by improving their physical performance. The Mayo Clinic also stated that anabolic steroids can help the muscles recover from a past injury or from a tough workout. Now that we know what anabolic steroids are, let's look at the effects steroids have. Steroids can cause problems in teens, men, and women. Here's a graph that shows the effects on men. A couple of those are predominant breasts, baldness, and infertility. That is just a couple of the ones I have on here on this side. And women may experience deeper voice, increased body hair, and baldness, along with a few others. They also stated that men and women may experience some of the following: severe acne, liver abnormalities, high blood pressure, aggressive behavior, and depression, along with a couple others here, such as increased bad cholesterol and decreased good cholesterol. Side effects may vary from user to user. Not all side effects will show up in men and women. Not all side effects will show up at all for some people. In 2003, Stan Grossfield, publisher of A Sad and Revealing Tale of Teen Steroid Use, published in New York Times, stated that Diane, a 17-year-old from Texas, purchased anabolic steroids from a high school football player. She injected herself every other day for 5 weeks, and the result from these injections, she became depressed and suicidal. This is just one example of what it can do to teens, and it can do to anybody. After discussing the side effects of anabolic steroids, we can see how professional sports are doing to prevent the use of steroids. Almost every professional sport has some rule against the use of anabolic steroids in their sport to keep it out. According to ESPN, in 2011, an NFL players banned 4 games for using steroids. That is about the typical ban in the NFL. The ban for baseball, according to Tom Haudecourt's 2011 report of Ryan Braun, is about 50 games for the first-time offender. This happened in 2011 to Milwaukee Brewers outfielder Ryan Braun for being caught using anabolic steroids. In 2013, Mike Kliss wrote in the Denver Post that Von Miller, a linebacker for the Denver Broncos, was suspended 6 games for violating the NFL's substance abuse policy. The average for first-time offenders for the NFL is 4 to 6 games. Professional track and field also has a hard policy against anabolic steroids. The Associated Press released an article in 2014 called "Gay to Return from Dope Ban," explained that Tyson Gay, an American sprinter, his ban was lifted after 1 full year in June for his use of anabolic steroids. Almost every professional sport is trying to eliminate the use of anabolic steroids for their players and the influence on the younger generation. There are many risks when it comes to anabolic steroids, and the user should be made aware of them. Today I talked about what anabolic steroids are, the side effects of anabolic steroids, and how professional sports are trying to battle them. By shaming professional athletes for using steroids, it may influence younger kids who stay away from steroids as well. Here's my audience again, which is Kyle and Taran.